snow. It's winter. It's moving into winter here on this part of the Earth's tilt. At the same time, it's moving into daytime, so it's warming up. There's a period of getting lighter. In this bigger cycle of it getting darker, of it getting colder, we're in this daytime of lighter. So just like our days and our years mirror each other on different scales, the Earth has her scales. Our year is like her day. That's one of those spins of her spiral. To us, it's this entire revolution. To her, it's just that one twist of this great big long thing that she's putting together. And so she's in this part of her tilt, she's going to sleep for her night, right? At the same time, daytime's lighting up. And at the same time, she's on her bigger scale, that 13,000 year scale, 26,000 year, it's the two halves, that she's waking up. So even though she's going to sleep here in this part, and we're hitting a darker phase, and within that, we're coming into this lighter phase of daytime, of warmer period, we're on this other scale coming into this bigger phase of warmer, lighter, and just as the years warmer and lighter is magnified from the daytimes, that same thing is happening in this scale. It's beyond anything we could ever imagine, we could ever fathom, because we have only known what we've known for these last few thousand years, and only in science these last hundreds years or whatever. She's on this 13,000 year cycle. So get this, what if this 6,500 years that we maybe have been cataloging stuff, and by some books this one begat that one and that one begat that, and that equals 6,500 years, or maybe Sumeria, which happens to be where they invented money and patriarchy and agriculture and written language and property ownership and debt and all these things that were created at the peak of this darkest, deepest place that the Earth had experienced on this big cycle. Happens to be 6,500 years, half of that 13,000. She's waking up from that now. She's moving into the shift where more and more light, more and more consciousness, that Schumann resonance, the 7.83, the frequency of the Earth, that's raising up, that's fluctuating, and she's waking up, and her waves, her brain waves, heart waves, all of her consciousness is becoming conscious again, and the cells of her body, the organisms of her body that are resonating with her with this new frequency, that are vibrating in harmony with the Earth, are going to be the new Earth. And the ones that aren't are going to be shed away, and that chrysalis is going to break away, that snake skin's going to shed. And she's waking up from her, imagine the evolution she goes through in a year with just seeds and generations of bugs and dogs and plants and corn and all that stuff, Just imagine what it's going to be on this scale that she's going through. We've woven this mosaic, the more of her light that we can let pour through, of this cosmic light that she's conducting of the universe that's pouring through her. All this nonsense and more on my live streams and on my long form videos. I'm just getting ramped up. I just put one up yesterday. All right, see you guys soon.